If I gotta do that, I'll beat you blue back and still get you blue at till your shit get blue back. That's on the gang and you already knew that. That's on the gang and you already knew that. So don't make me do that. I'm in a dark space, they like who that? I come from a dark place, but you knew that. I face a dark fate, quiet down, you hear a heartbreak.
There we go. We're back. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the side story 3. This is with Archer Clarence, aka Trap Zoro.
Trap Zoro on this bitch. Playing as Archer Clarence. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully this should be a good one.
And we also got Prince Draco, aka Master P.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Prince Draco here. Royalty on deck as always. And greetings, it is I, the entity. That is me. Yes, indeed. Master P. How do you be? For I am sad. Because I have no brother.
You'll be alright. Nigga ain't dead, maybe. As we get into it, this is the mid-month mark. I'll say probably like 2 months in like the previous episodes before this, to where the good old group has separated in regards of doing their own individual training with their own individual representatives and things like that. We got Archer as well as Master P, who has been with Akari as well as Ragnelius the Third in regards to learning more about blacksmithing and making cursed tools / weapons. Ragnelius the Third is a very specialized individual in regards to that, but his only, like, technically it's not a downside, but his only metric is that he only makes special grade S things. He doesn't really know the whole correspondence to it. He just does it. As Archer and Master P have been there for some time, they did learn the arts and crafts of blacksmithing, as well as gaining the very proficient skill in it, as they are in the mix of making their own firm of cursed tools / weapons to take to the Goodwill event. All right, so as it is a beautiful morning and whatnot, as everybody has arise, Sung Jin Woo, and it is the morning as Akari, wakes up, gets fresh out of bed and whatnot. She strolls her way over and she knocks on the door that Archer and Master P are in. And she also knocks on the door of Ragnelius to wake them up. She goes in the bathroom to handle her business, as we cut over to Master P and Archer as you both are waking up after the door has been knocked on.
I just wake up, take a deep breath, and basically kind of just get into that mindset like we gotta do it with what's necessary in order to get our brother back. And just all you see on Master P's face is just pure grit and determination. Half the time is silence. He's not as chatty as he once was. Even then he wasn't as chatty. He would insert himself, but you can tell that his demeanor is rather focused, and he just starts doing like lumber stretches, so stretches for the day, and gets his day going.
Archer just sits at the edge of the bed for a couple minutes. He's just kind of just staring focused, as always. And he gonna get up and just start walking out. I see Master P doing the stretches and shit. He gonna give a little nod. He ain't gonna say nothing.
Yep, gives the nod back.
Yeah.
They both just, I guess they coming in agreement, like, we got to get shit done type deal.
As Archer, as you walk out, you see Ragnelius, the good old third. He's like, the young man Archer. How you doing? How you doing, my good brother?
I guess I'm better than yesterday.
Hey, every day that you learn something in terms of techniques, you improve more and more as the day goes on. As you Master P walk out. Master P, you still sad and depressed? I mean, it's been like 2 months now. Oh, kind of like a get over it type
My-
of moment. I would assume.
This is not a depression look. This is a focus look. I do declare we have business to attain to. Let's handle business. So I may prepare for what's necessary to get my brother back.
Stickler over there. As he jumps off, lands on the sofa. All right, so I'm not one to necessarily answer too much in regards because knowing about my clientele's usage of weapons is, none of my business and what they use it for. But why are y'all trying to make these things again? As he goes over to the good old kitchen-ish area.
Well, this is part of training. Originally, I had the thought of creating a special weapon using my brother as a part of the material. But when he was stolen, along with my curse technique, I had to come up with a new plan. And the plan is to make a hybrid weapon, something known as a gun blade. That's my plan.
What about you, Archer? Sound like you following that same path.
Well, damn, I need some water. Well, not only do I want to get in tune with weapons of all categories, but mainly I want there to be a way that my brother could also get revenge with me. I just don't know how to get that done.
So, all right. So this is a whole brother type of, I'm starting to run into the concept of, you said your brother was a king. One, how did that come to be? And then you said that your brother got killed by a cursed spirit. Granted, I understand that's a normal task and that's a normal thing that does happen here and there. But if I were to pinpoint things and kind of make things out, we don't know where your brother is, as he points over to Master King. And then also, how do you expect your brother to fight alongside you, as he points over to Archer?
I want to know if there's a way to resurrect the dead, or at least let me be able to use their body.
I mean, it's not impossible to do that. Just gonna have me worse. But is that a line that you're willing to cross? I mean, that's pretty dark within itself.
It doesn't matter.
Draco, I mean, daggone alternate reality. Master P at this point just goes into his little, we could just say it's his shirt pocket, pulls out a little pin, and he just slides it down the counter to Archer and just says, "Hit that." Don't ask questions, just hit it. They'll make you feel just somewhat more better than what you do right now.
Archer kind of looks at it on the counter. Absolutely not.
Oh, pass it back. More for me.
As Akari's just like, I never took you to be the most talkative one, Ragnelius. You usually just get the job done and call it a day. Well, usually most times most clients that do come in aren't 16, so kind of need to question these things, but I still have some of my morals intact. Maybe not all of them, but some of them. As start seeing him chefing it up real quick. So
Master P takes a big drag, calls it a day. Starts coughing.
So the gun blade situation, that's not impossible to make. Granted, combining a sword and a gun, somewhat creative idea. I'll give you credit for that. But you, Archer, on the other hand, yours is going to be a little bit more on the impactful side. Reason why I say that is one, it looks like we're going to do a lot of trial and error in regards to it. Bringing back the dead isn't an easy feat or an easy task within itself, but also there has to be some form of stipulations in terms of how bad the body is injured, or if the body even is a body anymore, how controlling it, operating it, what all remains, stuff like that. So this is what I'm going to do for you both. I'll gather as much material as I can, that I feel like would best fit any and all things. But at the same time, I need you both to generally give me a scope idea of how you want things to look. Get it something that you gotta carry around a lot, something very sleek and compactful, something that you can just throw out on the whim, something of the sort. As he puts a plate of nice good breakfast out in front of the both of you. Once you both come up with that idea, we can kind of start getting started. Granted, you've been under me for quite some time, so I'll start you all off, and you can finish it how you see please. As he goes over.
Okay. So at this point, Master P grabs the plate with the meal. If there is silverware, he grabs the silverware and he puts his hands together, says "Ikitakimasu," and begins to start eating. And just focus in.
You know what I'm saying? Archer doing them silent nigga prayers, you know what I'm saying? A nigga, you put their head down, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? When you get to
Completely understand. Completely understand.
do little eye closed, nigga holding the fork.
Yup. I don't know exactly what we eating, but if there's some noodles in it, big slurps.
I imagine like some eggs, pancakes, dudes.
Fair. Oh yeah. Add an orange in there, probably some pineapples. Yeah, gotta have that fruit.
Apple juice or some water, nigga. I know some of these orange juice, nigga, apple juice.
Okay. I take both. I do both.
I don't mind orange juice, but you know what I'm saying? If I had to choose.
Got to. Yeah. Oh, if I had to choose, I'm an orange juice guy. I ain't gonna lie. But I love apple juice. You tried the apple juice with the Crown Royal? No, not the Crown Royal. Not the Crown Royal. It's whatchamacallit, Jack Daniels, Tennessee Honey.
Oh hell. Oh
yeah.
Okay.
You gotta have it with the apple juice. You will not regret it. Have it iced. That's all I'm gonna say. Gets back to eating.
So as you all are going in dows in your food, wrong word I wanted to use, but hey, it is what it is. As Akari comes over and she's like, for the time I've known Ragnelius, he's never been the talkative type. So I guess you see something special in the both of you. But let me make sure that I also understand it. So, is this a whole revenge thing that you both have going on?
It's not a matter of revenge, it's a matter of principle and respect.
Absolutely, it is revenge.
Well, let me tell you something here, Master P. In the Jujutsu, in the sorcerer world, respect is a very thin line. Now, I'm not saying that everybody that you run into may disrespect you and whatnot, but not everybody in the world is going to respect you. There's a lot of people out there who strive off the fact of envy and putting others down. If you feel like everybody you meet is going to be on the respectful side of things, well, you're just as naive as a lot of sorcerers out here. I'm not saying this to discourage you, but I am also saying this as someone who has worked with a good amount of different sorcerers throughout her time. And honestly, sorcerers are, I want to say tricksters in a sense. Do anything quick to deceive you if it means getting them the upper hand or doing anything for their benefit. I don't know the guy who necessarily took your brother or took your curse technique, but it has to be someone of a high status, at least high enough to where he was able to casually go in, go out, and do what he needed to do.
Well, next time, I'll make sure that I'm more tricky. Since I gotta outsmart him, I will. If that's what it takes. I won't. I won't put others in danger. But I have to go and get my brother back. It's the only thing I know that I can do. I gotta see it through. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but if it takes me the rest of my life, I will. I won't rush it. Because the end goal is far greater than just getting him back, but it's surviving and getting him back. As I declare, as the entity that is me, yes indeed, how do you see fit? I will get my brother back. And I'll be the top in this class if I have to. And everything in the Jujutsu sorcerer world.
Yeah, Archer did on his breakfast and killed us from silent. And he hit the napkin real proper.
If the food is done, Master P basically, does the courteous things, to clean up after himself, put the dishes where the dishes need to go, and then as he finishes that, you see he just puts up both of his hands and slaps the crap out of his face on both sides, and next thing you say is he just dark, his face kind of flushed from the slap, and just like, maximum effort, let's begin, and moves on to wherever training starts.
As you do that, Kari's like, oh, he's a spunky one. I mean, stating some bold claims, but he's a spunky one nonetheless. And you, Archer, never really got to sit down. But from what I hear, from what Shino had informed, is that you ran into your brother's killer. Is that something that you would best like to handle by yourself? Because the way you put it, it seems like he isn't someone that necessarily just is an easy walk in the park.
Yeah. I do want to be the one to exercise. Whether I do it alone or with a group, it doesn't matter. I know what he looks like now.
Well, it sounds like you both have your own resolve. So, Ragnelius, as Ragnelius gets cigarette in mouth, falls out the chair. Huh? Come on, you got weapons to make. Oh, I was just taking a break. Like, thought they were gonna have long conversations. All right. You two, as you know, Akari, you two come back here. Come over yonder. As Rainy is like, all right. So, do you both have an idea of the things that you're wanting to make?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. We'll stay right here as he goes around his workshop, mainly going to his room and stuff like that. Boom, just have him off map. I need one of you to roll me a perception.
Ready?
I should have 2.
You got a 2 on perception. I got a 2 as well.
Hey, well, the best man win, I guess.
Fuck, we are.
All right.
I don't even know what happened.
Master P. So,
Son of a bitch.
Right, Julius the third goes to grab all the materials that he had and whatnot. You see in his work area. Boom. Show the player. I want to say show to everybody. You see a sword, katana type ordeal that is there. Sword, kind of, not a lot, but it's a good amount of curse energy, kind of radiating off of it and whatnot. As it's there, it's under his work spot, it's under his work position. You can choose to grab the said sword, or you can choose to leave it there.
Yeah, Archer's kind of looking around, but he don't see the shit.
Master P is enticed. He's definitely enticed by this sword. He goes to inspect it. He inspects it further if he can.
Right. So as you do grab the said sword and whatnot, you unsheath it. As you unsheath it, you see kind of like black liquid running off the sword and whatnot. As the more you unsheath it, the more the black liquid forms. And as it forms, you start to see kind of like goldfish start to float around you. Archer, you got that point, you start to notice the goldfish itself. As you fully unsheath it, Master P, you see not one but 3 different colored goldfish from black, blue, and red. Well, no, black, blue. I think it's gold, but I'm gonna say black, blue, and red because it sounds better. Start to float around you, mainly around the sword, but it's so floats around you.
Master P, can he do like some form of a check to see what these goldfish are? Like what could their colors possibly mean or something like that?
No.
Interesting. And you said the black liquid. Where is the black liquid at on the? Is it on the edge of the blade?
Is radiating is coming off of the whole entire sword.
Oh, okay, cool, interesting. All right. He points to sword. Is that the forge that we're by right now?
Indeed.
Is the forge on?
Indeed, times 2.
Times 2. Okay, cool. The forge is on. So with that being said, he's not even gonna actually do that. He sheaves the sword. And then he imbues a little curse energy into it.
So as you do that, you realize that the black goldfish, being the main one that's there as the other two disappear, starts to float around. As Archer, you have kind of a sixth sense type of situation going about. As Master P imbues curse energy into the sword, as he does a swing, Archer, you getting slightly caught off guard, or I won't say off guard, but having a strange feeling, you duck. And as you duck, you realize that in the far distance, I'll say this table right over here, right over yonder, gets shredded into pieces. As the table gets shredded into pieces, catching Kari off guard, she's like, What are you two doing?"
Archer peeks over, sees the destroyed table, and then just looks back at the nigga still for it.
What is this sword?
You're the one who's holding it, right? Needless coming back with a multitude of different materials. He notices, Master P, that you have said sword in hand, the one you destroyed his table. He's like, drops all the material, runs up, and grabs the sword from you, sheathing it back.
I thought it was already sheathed. I said I sheathed it.
Oh, why'd you resheath it?
Yeah, I resheathed it, and then I said that I imbued the cursed energy after I sheathed it.
Did I miss the sheath part? Because I don't clarify for that, Fruit.
Yeah, he did say he sheathed it.
Oh.
He said that. That's what he said.
Okay, so I most definitely missed it. Hey, life. Moving on. As he grabs the sword back, and steps back, he's like, "Now, kid, what are you doing?"
I detected its power, and I was gonna attempt to turn on the forge with the red goldfish, but then all I did was just sheathe the sword and imbued a little curse energy into it. And next thing I know, that I do declare that table over there got destroyed. Blackfish did it. I do declare it sounds very weird, but because this was already here, I'm pretty sure you know how this works. Can you explain this?
I indeed do know how this works. I know the person who made the sword and whose technique is imbued into the sword. Kid. So this sword, as he presents it, the name of the sword is Enten. It belongs to a good friend of mine. So granted, it belonged to his father. Then his father passed it along to him, and he gave it to me after some circumstances and things like that. Not the point. The sword isn't just a regular toy to play with. It's something that is very deadly and very dangerous.
I apologize. It's not a worth of playing. It's a worth of research. I promise. The intent to destroy that table was definitely not a thing. I do apologize for picking it up. I will either put it back or give it directly to you.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I can always make a new table, but please don't move the sword around or technically don't even imbue your curse energy into the sword. Before next thing you know, you done cut all of us in half. As he puts the sword down under the table again, and he's like, "All right, you two." As he the material. Grabs the material back up and cleans off a good enough area. Puts all the material down. All right. So this is what we're going to do here. We're going to go through everything that I have, and then whatever calls out to you, we're going to use that as the material, at least for the start of crafting everything.
Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you.
So
Ugh.
you two go ahead and start looking around. See exactly what material calls out for you.
All right. Do we just make like a perception check?
Now you can give me an investigation.
Investigation. Roger. All right. Let's see here. Ooh.
Damn.
It must have been tragic. Yeah, that was really tragic.
So as you are looking, Master P, going through the many materials that are there, you do see a material that calls out to you, as the material itself is just, regular standard iron, steel, technically. Nothing too fancy about it, nothing too crazy about it, but it resonates with you.
I guess I do resonate with this because of my position in life right now. My technique is gone, but I still have my energy. Master P, before he decides on that particular one that calls out to him, he would like to put out his hand and just flow a little bit of cursed energy over the material to see if he gets a stronger sense of something that might not necessarily be what it says, if that makes sense.
Sure, you can do that. I'll let you add your charisma modifier to your investigation roll.
All right, charisma modifier. Well, the charisma modifier is 4.
So whatever the investigation roll will be a +4 added on to it.
All right, so make another roll real quick.
Indeed. So it'll be an 18.
Alrighty.
So as you proceed to look again, Master P, you start to get a better sense of one of the materials that are there, as the material that is there. Okay, so as the material that is there, it's kind of a mixture in between of titanium as well as like a hardened variation of steel, strong enough to maintain a lot of cursed energy imbued into it, as well as being able to cut through at least the vast majority of things.
He picks it up and he says, "This is the material that I'll start with."
As he's like, "All right, and what about you, Archer? What did you find?"
Shit, like when I look at the box, I see like any like metal rods or anything. Like spare little like metal pieces I could use.
So you do see kind of like metal pieces that you can form into a rod or whatnot, but you do also see kind of like a lot of obsidian bits broken up here and there.
I'll grab those like obsidian shards. I'll grab something like the random scrap metal and any type of rods or whatever. I'm trying to make a steel rod almost like a staff kind of, but not a staff.
As Archer, you present the materials that you have grabbed as well. He's like, "Oh, okay, so looks like everything is set in stone." As Ragnelius grabs both materials from everybody and goes over, and as first time y'all have seen him, you see a lot of cursed energy form around him, as the cursed energy kind of makes like a avatar based thing. As it makes like an avatar, this avatar kind of looking more so, how I want to describe it. So the avatar itself more so looking like a lion in the face, but it has not 6 but 9 arms, in regards, as the arms kind of cover his arms and body, as you know, it's the typical, you know, blacksmith type attire he doesn't necessarily wear, as he just remains as he is, as he puts his hand into the flames, with starting off with archers, because archers is the easiest. As Archer, you notice that the flames aren't even remotely touching him, as the curse energy that is around him / Kermit's curse technique is preventing any form of harm or damage going on to him, as well as that he is able to fully see what he is doing, as the extra arms that are available, the other seven, as they start to kind of fuse in the obsidian pieces into the rods that were available. You start to see the rod turn a whole different, from that silver color to a type of shiny black form of color, as then the rods start to be broken up into multiple pieces. For the time being, the pieces that he is able to form from this blacksmithing is 4, as he brings it out, and he's like, all right, so started off the process, curse energy still on his arms because these would be hot. So Archer, gonna need you to suit up a bit. And by suit up a bit, he points over into like this corner, right? As it's like a triple layered blacksmithing suit, because you're gonna be finishing it off, as I need you to shape the rod how you see fit that will work the best way that you need it to, as well as imbuing your curse energy into it so that it's rightfully yours.
So, that he puts on the shit. You know what I'm saying?
And as you do, Archer, you realize that this thing is hot as hell. I ain't gonna lie to you. It like ventilation don't exist for real, and it's also pretty damn heavy.
Damn.
Yeah, don't worry. I used to have to wear it a lot growing up, and then kind of realized how to bypass all that. But you know, that's not the point. So as he hands you the rods, Archer, as you do receive them, you feel the immense heat is coming off of them, but it's kind of giving like a more so warm sensation even throughout the suit that you're wearing. But in hindsight, if you actually touch them bitches, like your hands would probably be burnt to a 3rd degree.
All right, well, I want to make I want to form the metal into like a rod that's like long enough to like break into 2. That'd be like arm's length for both arms to keep under the sleeves. You feel me? And then I guess the little obsidian pieces. I don't even know what be. I don't want that shit to just be in a nigga forehead. Nigga. I make like. That nigga had them like pure. I do like make like piercings with the motherfucker. That be called.
You indeed can make piercings with them.
I make like 4 earrings with that motherfucker.
All right. So as Rhaenyra steps out the way, he tells you to step in front of the forge. So you'll be like in this area and whatnot. And as you do, Archer, you put your hands into the fire as well. As you are putting your hands to the fire, you start to fully create your curse tools. I don't know what you would call them, but you know, I'll leave the name creativity to you.
Yeah, I forgot.
As you continue on, you start to you hear Rhaenyra say, "All right, if you got the correct shape in regards, I would advise you to start putting curse energy into it."
All right.
So as
need me roll some? Or I just put it in.
Kind of thing.
I say, hold on. I say, does it have to do with the cursed blacksmith chain?
Nah, it doesn't. Roll me a history.
The story. Oh, not that. But
Yeah, it's fine.
fucking the game.
So, as Archer, you start to form cursed energy into your arms and imbue them into the cursed tools that you are making. You start to reminisce on the past of you and your brothers. And as you start to reminisce on the past of you and your brother, a lot of emotions start to flood as you remember all these special moments that have gone on, even to down to his final breath, to when he passed, to where the flames from everybody else start to kind of roar. But as they are roaring, the color of them changes. That's Master P. You notice the color of them changing as it goes from, the regular standard fire color to more of a silverish color, or silver white, I would say, kind of matching Archer's curse energy amount. As the flames start to slowly calm down, Archer, you pull your hands out of the flames as the cursed tool that you have made is perfected to a degree. As right Neelius looks, not bad, kid. Especially for your first time making something of a special great moment. What I would say is, be careful. Things are still pretty hot. As well as may want to start off small and try seeing if we can use it for smaller dead things before putting it into a bigger dead thing.
Is there any place I could set these to cool?
As he's like, yeah, no problem. As he looks around and whatnot, I'm gonna say over here, we can treat it like a water bin and whatnot. Just throw them over there. And as he points over to it, and he's like, and just let it sit there for probably like a few hours. It'll probably cool off, and then we can go from there.
Yeah, it floats over there, man, keeping the weapons in the same spot. Man, you don't want to walk with them bitches.
As Ragnelius sees you float over there, you can fly.
Don't want to bump into nothing.
That's a pretty cool ability. I wish I could fly instead of having to make one. As he looks over at Master P, he's like, all right, Master P, soon as Archer's done with that, he'll grab the suit and you'll be the next one that we work on. But until then, give me the material that you have.
All right, he hands him the material, but before he does, the first thing that he does is try to imbue us as much regular curse energy as possible into the material.
All right.
Just not probably about 50%. Yeah, 50% of his curse energy into the material.
All right. So as you start to imbue your curse energy into it, I need you to also roll me history.
History, Roger. Oh, wrong thing.
Ooh, damn.
I don't know shit.
Oh, as you start to imbue curse energy into it, right? You remember the moment of being at the mall, and as that moment happens, you remember the person that took your brother away from you, as well as your cursed technique, being flooded by the emotion of rage and anger. A lot of your cursed energy doesn't really stabilize all that much, and as it isn't stabilizing all that much, right? He's like, whoa, relax, kid. I understand that these are tough moments that you're going through, but I don't need you signaling any form of curse spirits in my direction. As the car is like, oh, you'll be fine. I'm here to protect you. And he's just like, I don't necessarily need you to protect me. Like, I do make weapons for a living. Yeah, but I'm a badass. I can handle I can handle a lot of cursed spirits. I guess.
I apologize. This is only the first step in the process. This is the portion of my anger. The next portion is to imbue it with the reverse curse technique after the first step of your process. So I'm imbuing 50% of that so the rest can go into the second step.
And he looks so. I'm trying to make this generally a holy weapon in a sense.
I want it to be as effective as possible against any entity that uses curse energy. So to amplify its possible abilities in the long run. I want versatility more than anything else.
Well, hate to break it to you, kid, but you do understand that the reverse curse technique would just neutralize the curse energy.
Shit. Okay. Is that? What if we started with the reverse curse energy? What about then?
Then the weapon would just have reverse curse energy on it.
Reverse curse energy on it. Shit. All right, cool. I guess that's this. What's the best route for versatility? Yeah, that's what he's going for. So, yeah, that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to do the versatility route. So if it's just basic curse energy, that'll allow him to do that. Then, but I don't. I'm hoping I'm making sense.
As he looks at you, he starts to wonder. He's like, if you're going for versatility, granted, the only thing that really gets affected by reverse curse technique is cursed spirits. But I mean, curse energy does the same thing. So, also, now that I'm thinking about it, you're very much hemmed on the fact that your curse technique got stolen. But I mean, you still have curse energy. Why don't you use your curse energy in regards to doing other things with it? I mean, you could apply it to the weapon that you're also trying to make too, to where you can do multiple things with it as well.
Yeah, kind of got overthought it. What I'll do is just create explosions using reverse technique. That'll be a secondary step. Thank you. All right, let's continue. I'll keep the balance of the energy this go around.
All right. As he takes the material, same thing happens. The good old avatar forms around him. Hands go into the fire as he starts to make the essential blade working of the weapon. Starts to shape it out, at least in terms of blade fashion. And he's like, all right, Master P, put on the suit, because you're going to be up next soon.
All right. Master P puts on the suit. And basically prepares mental notes of the design of his creation. And he basically wants it to be like, is it possible that he can make it to where it shifts from being like I guess you could say like a bracelet in a sense? Like it'll form from a bracelet to like a medium-sized gunblade in a sense, No. So okay. I just wanted to make sure if that was even possible. But if it's not, it's cool. So yeah, he visualizes kind of like a 3-pronged style, barrel like revolver style. So the blades stick out. Well, he comes up, prepares himself to receive the items. And do you want me to go through the description of what it looks like now or later?
Now.
Okay, cool. So the blade basically looks like a revolver style. um 3 blades from one side, from left side. It's kind of like the blades are like a barrel in a sense, but it's a short barrel in the middle of it, right? So the blades are actually longer than the actual short barrel that's underneath it. So it kind of like what's the term I'm looking for? Basically guides the barrel towards where it's aiming towards. And so it kind of looks like 3 pincers, and then it's like gilded gold and black, with a hint of like silver aesthetics to it, from like for little like clips and mechanisms in order to like change it and stuff like that, from in a gun aspect. So that's what it looks like.
All right. So as Rhaenelius comes out with at least the basics of it, all right, Master P, is on you.
All right. So
So as you put on the suit, and he gives you the material, same aspect. You feel like the warmth of the metal through the suit. But if you actually touch that bitch, your hands is pretty much done for. As you put your hands in the good old furnace and whatnot. I need you, my good sir, to roll me a history one more time.
all right. Can I use my modifier, charisma modifier?
Nope.
Nope. Here we go.
All right. So have a flashback, right? Get a good old flashback in regards of your upbringing and your upbringing with your brother, and how the events all corresponded up to the very moment where you saw him get taken away from you. Your cursed energy starts to spike up a bit as the flames start to roar. Archer, as you know, is the flames getting larger and whatnot. I'll say flames start to turn into kind of like a gold and silver color, as is a mixture of two. As the flames kind of not the same as Archer's, kind of do like a wild dance to it as it shifts back and forth between both colors and whatnot. They start to calm down. As it is calming down, Rodney's like, all right, Master P, bring it out. As you bring out the good old blade, Master P, you see that is shaped in the way that you want it to. And he's like, all right, now put it over there in the water area so it can cool down.
All right. And then as I walk it over, trying to control my is it possible to imbue curse energy as it's heating? Possible? As I walk it over? All right, cool. So I focus and concentrate on putting a little curse, a decent amount of curse energy with every step, and then I chant the entity that is me. Yes, indeed, Master P. And then I do that as I walk.
All right. So as you do that, curse energy forms around your or around the blade for the time being, and as it does, it starts to kind of settle in a little bit more, a little bit easier, as you drop it into the water. As that is also cooling down, right? And he's like, all right, Archer. Since technically we're gonna need some experiments and whatnot to test out these functions, we're gonna go on a little hunting spree, and by that I mean we're grabbing an animal, and by an animal meaning we're gonna kill an animal and test it. As Akari is like, you could have just got to the point with saying that, right? I could have, but we're also gonna make another stop. Archer, do you know where your brother's body is? Because that's gonna be the next area. All right. Well, everybody, as you see him bring out a talisman. As he puts cursed energy into it, it turns into a shovel. And he's like, all right, everybody, let's go get us a dead body. As the screen turns to the good old black, as we get hit with a fin.